chance on being the undisputed heavyweight champion in the world because of this era. That's not taking it away from Joshua, who I think is a top breed in this business of the heavyweight division. And Wilder is definitely a respected player in the game, right? And let's not forget Mr. Personality, the Gypsy, right? That's not you know what I'm talking about.
Tyson Fury.
Right? Yeah, I like to call him the Gypsy because I like the whole
like his gimmick.
when it's yo, and he believes, and again, we don't promote him. Anybody listening, or when they do listen, oh, Bernard said that because it's not with us. I'm just gonna call an ace and a spade a spade. Holyfield has a chance in this era because you get past any of those three names that I just mentioned. Not only is majority of the population don't even know who's the fourth man then, who's the fifth man. Like we growed up, like me and you, we understood, like you, okay, here's the top five, but trust me, the 6 and 7 and 8 gonna take that spot and it can flip automatically if somebody sneezed the wrong way. So that threat was always there. I don't see that right now. So take Mike Tyson. The percentage of his knowledge and what he has and getting conditioned is the only thing he needs. It's not about age with these guys, man. Not with that particular guy, because age, they haven't beat their bodies up after boxing. They haven't been on the street, alcohol dependent, gain some weight. That can
he's in great shape now. Have you seen?
No, I'm talking about before. I'm talking about
before. Yeah.
Right. So I seen the videos. I seen the pad man was trying to get not hit.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm on the same page with you. But heavyweights are young. They're strong. The balance of this whole thing on either side, old versus new, legend versus now. That's how I would promote it. I would promote legends versus now, right? Now got a hyphen, our now, right? So they are now, and they're going to say they now because they're in the era. This is my era. You should have stayed in the closet. You should have stayed in the, well, maybe not the closet, but you should have stayed. You should have stayed in the room. You should have stayed in your house. You should have stayed out of retirement. And let me tell you, it's a fun conversation. Listen, we're not wrestling. Trust me, I'm not. It is entertainment. It is showbiz.
Those are the words of Bernard, the Executioner, the Alien Hopkins, and he states that Mike Tyson has a good chance of becoming an undisputed champion again in this era right now. And of course, he breaks it down on why, and I can understand why. Okay, and he says that we know the three top fighters, but we don't know who 4, 5, and 6 is. And he said also that the guys that in his era that were 4, 5, and 6 could replace 1, 2, and 3 like that. Okay? But they can't do that now. He doesn't see that now. I have to disagree. Let me counterpunch Bernard Hopkins. You have guys like Dillian White. You have other guys like Daniel Dubois and Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz showed us last year that could easily happen, okay? If you sneeze wrong, like Bernard Hopkins quoted. I think all these heavyweights fighting now or retiring or whatever, well, the ones now that are fighting now, I think they all got a shot. You know, anyone from Charles Martin, because we've seen these heavyweights fight each other. We've seen the Adam Kalnakis and the Robert Heleniuses, you know, and the Dominique Brazils and things like that. No, they are not on the level of the top 3, but there are guys that will take those top 3 off. But it's just a process of elimination and opportunity. So I have to disagree with Bernard with that. However, Mike Tyson, based on his knowledge and what he knows, he hasn't been beat up. He did take a long layoff. He did what he wanted to do. He didn't really, he gained weight, he did, but when he did drugs, it was through his career. And I think Mike Tyson's worst time of abuse was while he was actually fighting. Not after. After he took his time, he humbled himself. He got out of the game. He was tired of it. He fell out of love with it. He enjoyed his life. You've seen him at fights. He'd sit back. He enjoyed the fruits of his labor. He became, that classic legend on top of other things, movie star and, things like that, breaking records in other platforms. I understand why Bernard Hopkins is saying what he's saying, because these fighters today, the top three, Joshua, Wilder, Fury, they don't practice the fundamentals like Mike does, or like Mike did. Like if you see in the videos that went viral of Mike at age 53, 54, he still uses to this day. Okay? Mike uses those fundamentals to this day. And I can see why Bernard Hopkins is saying that. Theoretically. And I like how he promoted Legend versus Now. It's very catchy. Great PR work. I can see why he is one of the top guys at Golden Boy. But it's a great discussion. I can see his argument. Because Mike does use head movement. That's why do people love Canelo? Why I love Canelo to see him fight. Because he uses these same boxing fundamentals. Head movement. People have forgot all about that a lot. Tyson uses it in certain, but he doesn't really have to use it as much because he's tall. But he paid for it in the first Wilder fight now, didn't he? Right? No head movement. Standing right on the line. Boom. He gets caught. Wilder, he braces for impact. Joshua, he's in that same boat. Okay? Yeah, they know how to counter and catch and shoot and stuff like that, but, head movement, slipping punches. No, none of them do that. But so based off of what Mike Tyson knows, I can see what Bernard Hopkins is saying. Now, the fact, do I really want to see that? I would watch it, but no, in my heart, no. I wouldn't want to see Mike fight those guys because it's still, Hopkins, he's the oldest champion ever. So of course he's going to say that. Okay? Because he done it. You're telling a man that already has done something that he's encouraging another man to do something that he already did. I get that. And I understand Bernard Hopkins and I see his angle, right? But could he possibly do that? Yeah, there's a possibility. There's a possibility of Mike coming in there and upsetting these guys. One of them, based on certain circumstances, that are put in play and things happen for certain reasons. I could see him doing that. But would I want to see that? No. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think of Bernard Hopkins' statement. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.